Mind you, where he did leave Robertson could have been a whole lot worse.
An excellent shot, and it's exactly what he played. Obviously the safety aspect of it was there, but advantage Williams. He has looked to see if there's a plant of any description in there as well. So he's spotted one, hasn't he? Don't need to break the Reds up if they're going to open themselves up.
63.
Yep, well spotted.
64.
Annoyed that he finished there on the blue, but 68. The break, 69 the lead.
69.
There's one long red available, which Robertson probably has to have a go at. What a good shot.
One.
The speed he played it, or lack of speed, I think he'd like to play that with a bit more pace. But of course, holding for the black, he had no choice. So, if Neil could just get an angle round the table in behind the pink, that's a possibility here. I think the shot is on. It has to be well played. That's what he's tried. Pace looks good anyhow. Wow, what a shot. I mean, that really is first class. Okay, the shot's on, that's one thing. Playing it is another.
There are snookers and snookers, and that is top bracket.
This is a very hard angle straight onto a cushion. Easily missed this. Came as no surprise to me.
Foul.
He doesn't want that in.
Neil Robertson, 4.
Goodness me. The wheel's fallen off.
That's a WCS. Worst case scenario. And of course, Robertson, well aware of the psychological damage he could do to Williams by winning the frame in this manner. He's a man known for piling up centuries, but winning a frame in this manner, stealing it, has far more impact than any century.
Just get himself in a bit of a tangle here. So many options open to him, he didn't know which one to take. Playing on the blue to the left middle, it seems to be the one.
4.
Oh, I think he'd like to have been a fraction straighter on this. Come around the back of the pink, it seems now. Well, again,
9.
I mean, you just couldn't put that ball any better with your hand. Played two really top-class shots here. The snooker was exceptional
16.
that he got, which gave him this chance, and that positional shot on the blue was very good as well, Phil.
Williams has done that kind of thing to many opponents over many years. A taste of his own medicine there. Robertson leads 1-0. What a frame to get things underway.
It's just landed near the cushion. It's not an easy pot, but I don't think there's a lot wrong with this shot that he played. Great shot maker, isn't he? Unconventional.
36.
Any sort of shots, you see that he can find a way of keeping a break alive. He's one of those sort of players. He's always been like that, quite inventive. He's hoping to get some protection here. Good is
35.
going to hurt, isn't it? Mark Williams.
Well, that was a great camera shot and a great snooker shot. We knew the red was in before Robertson did. A very strong probability he's going to be 2-0 behind.
$47.
Yes, he needs all three here. Now, of course, he's got this fine. He needs to make sure that he
52.
does finish the job off. That looks absolutely perfect. His positional play has been to the millimetre, I would say. And this is
58.
incredible, these two frames. He really should be 2-0 down, Neil Robertson, but it's not going to be the case.
65. And
The afternoon
Neil
here in
Robertson.
Bolton has begun with double daylight robbery. Winning the first frame after requiring a snooker, winning the second frame from nowhere with a wonderful clearance.
25.
Once again, Cuba running that's fractionally loose here, pulling this red.
Mark Williams, 25.
Yes, there wasn't much he could do. Obviously, missing the pot was the problem, but I think his mind was on the cue ball and where that was going to finish. I think Neil would love to roll this red down the cushion here. Playing it slowly. He knows it's not a certainty. You see what happens. A lot of people think these pockets are very big, but if they were, the players would just knock those in and not even think about them. It was never in, that shot.
In the light of what's gone on before, I think this is pretty impressive.
48.
Typical Williams. Made of stern stuff.
Mark Williams, 48 and different.
The miss there was too late to save Robertson's bacon. There will be no salvage operation in this frame. Williams gets his first on the board. Robertson still just ahead.
One.
Terrific pot. Now the delicacy of rolling in behind the yellow is needed.
Neil Robertson, 1.
80. That's Williams, but Robertson, he's a
81.
man who follows the numbers very closely.
82.
Yeah, you're right, Neil. He literally and figuratively knows the score. There might even be an understated fist bump
89.
if he does get to three figures. I would doubt it, but I wouldn't completely discount it.
Yes, he's someone that at the end of a match will scrutinise the stats which are available. About his average shot times and pot success, all this stuff means things to him. It has its relevance to how his game is overall.
95.
I guess some players will just know if they feel right out there. He just looks
97.
at numbers which help him. The numbers are normally pretty impressive.
100. Neil Robertson, 100.
The concentration slipped when three figures was achieved. Neil Robertson looking mighty fine. He leads Mark Williams by 3 frames to 1.
It shows you what you can achieve. You go to your local club and watch
92.
sort of reasonable amateur players and they're just belting the balls as hard as they can. But when you see it played at this level, it's not really like that. Okay, the conditions
95.
are more suitable that these guys are playing on. It's a lovely table, good bed that never seems to stop. You can stroke the shots in.
99.
So this match is it's gone from one phase of it where there were frames being won tactically to break building from both of them.
104. Mark Williams, 104.
It's been a wonderful match to watch so far. It's had everything apart from a decider. Are we going to see one? Well, we'll find out after the break.
Well, he's left a long red, ironically, from that shot. Oh, just look at that. Look at that.
1.
I think the cue ball was I like the way that he played it with such confidence to land in exactly the right area to... Chance for another one here. Got a match to win first, and I think he's about to do that, Phil.
62.
Oh, that was to make absolutely sure.
62.
Now then, remember the first frame.
Yeah.
Is the bird going to be on the other foot?
I mean, if he drops this red in, that's it. The match is done. And the centuries count, I think, was on his mind. Well, now, you're right.
1.
This could be very interesting. Opponent is chasing a snooker. Put him in one yourself.
Fall. Neil Robertson, 4.
Played with the left-hand side there, but of course, at the pace he played it against the nab, it starts to go in the opposite direction.
Frame in the match, Neil Robertson.
With 3 snookers required, Mark Williams concedes. You know, Mark Williams scored more points in that match than Neil Robertson, but in this game, points don't make prizes, frames do. Robertson wins 4-2. He's into the quarterfinals this evening.
No, it was never going in, was it?
Aaron Wilson, 1.
You'll be very disappointed about that one. That's a wide. The last 2 misses he's played have been very poor shots. They just haven't been cued well at all.
Jordan Brown, 7.
Well, the reason he missed the pink is that he was concentrating so much on the cannon on the red that you just take your eye off the pot, or you take your attention off the pot. And you got the second part of the shot right. It was obviously frame over. Should the pink have dropped? And that's pretty straight. He's not going to be moving the black from there. Well, that's a great shot. He really managed to force that cue ball. There's hardly any angle on that pink. It shows you with these fast cloths what you can do with a cue ball. Great shot.
Black then for clearance in frame 1. Well, you can see why.
Aaron Wilson, 37 in the frame.
Very, very tough. And that's already a big blow to land. Jordan Brown was favourite in that frame, but it's Aaron Wilson who takes it. 1-0 first to 4 will play Neil Robertson tonight.
Needs to avoid the contact on the red and black. He's taking this red on. No, he did. Well, you could see then he had to pot the red to avoid cannon into those two balls. But great pot. And tight under the baulk cushion.
Just as things were starting to look good in
Jordan
this
Brown
frame.
10.
They're the sort of errors he knows he can't afford in a tournament like this against big hitters. Just completely unforced. Well, the bottom line is Brown did have the initial chance in this frame, lost his way early on. And Karen Wilson, okay, he didn't kill it off in one visit.
33.
He's well and truly won the frame now.
Karen Wilson 33
Halfway
on the frame.
to victory then. Karen Wilson looking good here. Jordan Brown's got to try and cut out.
Excellent safety shot. Best safety shot of the match so far from Karen Wilson. His opponent in a bit of trouble here.
Foul and a miss. Karen Wilson 4.
You can just see he's just off straight there, so just got to be a little bit careful with this positional shot. Ooh,
13.
he's not on the black. Is he on the pink? He is. This was not the colour he wanted to play. This is missable. Yeah. There was pressure on that.
Karen Wilson 13.
Wanted to be on the black. And he's handed a unexpected lifeline to Jordan Brown. What a chance this is. Chance he has to take, you feel.
Yeah, Wilson had his chance here from that third miss. Jordan Brown left him
1.
nicely amongst them, but we saw what happened and we've seen Jordan Brown counter-attack and he'll be feeling much better now. He's involved in this match.
Four. Five.
Doesn't matter
10.
that he's snookered on the yellow this frame. It's well and truly won. He'll be feeling a lot happier about
Jordan
things.
Brown 10 on the frame.
After getting in for that 56. Karen Wilson opened the door. We'll see how significant that is. Maybe in an hour or so's time. Wilson's still in front, but only by 1. Not to be, but hang on. I say that. The pink is very close. Oh, how could you doubt him? Yellow to green will be interesting.
77.
Well, he's got every chance now to make this century.
79.
It's been a bit of a high wire act.
$82.
He knows what it was like for Brown being off the tour. Wilson was off for a couple of years after he first got on, worked behind the bar in the snooker club. And I think since coming back on, he's shown the gratitude for having a second chance, and he's made the
86.
most of it. He's become a top player. Just now targeting more trophies. Ah, well, after all that, he misses the blue.
Karen Wilson 86 and the frame.
So 86 to break. The highest of the match so far. It puts Karen Wilson on the brink. He's not happy, is he? He wanted the century. Looks absolutely livid, but he's leading by 3 frames to 1.
Sure.
Not nice, that. Heard the noise, a little rueful look on his face. The miscue.
One.
There's a couple of nasty spots. Obviously, the brown would be a good spot for a snooker. But the yellow's gone in, so we're going into another frame.
2.
Jordan Brown proving to be stubborn opposition here.
Yeah. Jordan
Karen
Brown
Wilson
2 and the
seen
frame.
enough. So this match has turned into a real tight affair. Just one in it again. Karen Wilson leading Jordan Brown here in Bolton by 3 frames to 2.
And both players
30.
are having problems with judging the bounce of the black cushion. And it wasn't a problem to Mark Williams or Neil Robertson in the first match. These are tricky. Yeah, those are tricky. You see
Jordan
the
Brown,
frustration there.
He knows what a great chance it was, just didn't land on the red that he intended. Now it's out of his hands. This is white. Red stays out. Little wrap of the table. Blue and yellow should be Karen Wilson heading into tonight's group final. These are edgy matches, these first ones. There's a bit more
44.
room tonight. Best of 11. The two of them played at the Welsh
46.
Open recently. Not the Welsh Open, the English Open recently. In Milton Keynes in the quarterfinals. Robertson won 5-4, but it was very, very high quality between them.
$49. $53.
So he didn't falter from this last chance.
58.
Very happy we're not going into a deciding frame finish. He's tough,
64.
Karen Wilson, and he'll make it tough tonight, I'm sure, for Neil Robertson. Should be a really interesting match, that. The main thing is he's put himself into it.
71 frame and the match. Karen Wilson.
Nice clearance that of 71 from Karen Wilson. Little post-mortem between the two players at the end. Jordan Brown had a chance to force the decider, not to be. So it's Karen Wilson who will play Neil Robertson. He's the winner here by 4 frames to 2.